Daisy experienced a horrifying moment at work. She discovered that her hair was frantically sucking her own blood like leeches. At first, Daisy didn't think much of it, assuming she was just hallucinating. But when she sat down for dinner that evening, the terrifying incident happened again. Daisy accidentally dropped her hair into her dinner plate. When she turned back to eat, she was shocked to find that her hair had absorbed all the sauce from the dish. It was at this moment that Daisy realized the Thai wig she had transplanted a few days ago might be harboring some sort of dreadful curse. You see, in her pursuit of beauty, Daisy had visited a Thai hair salon a few days prior. The shop was filled with various types of hair imported from Thailand. The owner confidently told Daisy that anyone who got a hair transplant at her salon would become a heartthrob, making men go weak in the knees. Hearing this, Daisy immediately picked out a jet black wig and had the owner swiftly transplant it. However, what Daisy never anticipated was that the transplant process would be far more painful than she imagined. The owner first tied Daisy's original hair into a long, thin braid. Then, without any anesthesia, she used needles to implant the hair into Daisy's scalp, one strand at a time. Daisy was in so much agony that tears streamed down her face, but she endured it for the sake of beauty. The intense pain soon caused Daisy to pass out. When she regained consciousness, she found that she had indeed transformed into a stunning beauty. Looking at herself, Daisy could hardly believe it. At that moment, she felt all the suffering was worth it. However, the owner cautioned her that the hair must never get wet, as it would fall out on its own if it did. To clean it, she was told to use hair oil. Afterward, the newly beautified Daisy went to work. Just as the owner had said, Daisy became the center of attention. Everyone in the company was drawn to her. The women looked at her with envious eyes. At this point, Daisy was completely immersed in the joy of her transformation. Little did she know, the Thai hair she had transplanted would bring her such horrifying experiences. Soon, Daisy discovered that her hair was actually consuming blood. Then, she witnessed the hair absorbing the sauce from her plate. Initially, Daisy planned to visit the owner the next day to find out why. But just then, her drunk landlord barged into her room. The landlord had originally come to collect rent from Daisy, but when he saw her gorgeous black hair, he was instantly overcome with lust. He grabbed Daisy, intending to assault her. In a moment of desperation, Daisy grabbed a knife and stabbed the landlord. What Daisy didn't expect was that upon smelling the blood, her hair immediately wrapped around the landlord's arm, throwing him to the ground. When Daisy turned around, she saw a terrifying scene. Her own hair had drilled into the landlord's wound, draining him dry. Then, the hair rolled up the landlord's body and tossed him out the window. The strangest part was that the next day, no matter what methods the detectives used, they couldn't determine the cause of the landlord's death. After all, who would ever imagine that the culprit was a head of hair? Due to copyright restrictions, the story ends here. The movie is called The Curse of the Hair.